What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with AltCoin Buzz. So I'm going to make this video to talk about Tron. Tron is getting walloped. And I've been kind of talking about Tron as it's gone down, to keep an eye on it, to get our finger on the pulse. And one of the things that I've been talking about recently was the charts. So how to read the charts. This is a little bit of a lesson in reading charts. So what we're looking at here, let's go to the 1 month because that's where most of the action happened. All right, the bare minimum, basically the bottom of this thing is going to be around 1 penny, is where it could potentially be a bottom, okay? What we're seeing here is a bunch of weak hands gradually selling out and dropping out of Tron, okay? Watch this thing shoot up. It's probably more than likely a bunch of different whales pumped money into this thing, and then while Justin Sun was tweeting this thing, okay, building his brand, whales were also jumping in behind him. And this was happening around June 9th, or Jan 9. You could see that he's a very active post. He's very active with his posting, right? Right here. Right here. But up until that moment, this is where he was really pumping this thing. Like right around here, he was pumping Tron, okay? And whales saw what was happening, and they were getting on the bandwagon. And I'm not suggesting that Justin Tron was in any sort of collaboration with whales, but whales were definitely pumping this coin very hard. And along with whales came the masses, the people with hundreds and thousands of dollars invested, alongside the people with millions and billions of dollars invested, right? And that led to the pump. Your $1,000, your $2,000, my $1,000 does not mean anything to $1 million investor, in the sense that it doesn't move the market very much. $1,000 compared to $1 million is very small, right? It's like looking at this, it's comparing the sun and the earth. Like, it's like the sun is way larger than the earth. And if you have someone who's got multi-millions of dollars, it really makes someone with a couple $100 in the mix, or a bunch of people with a couple $100 in the mix, really irrelevant when the sell-off happens. And what we've been seeing here recently is just a sell-off of a bunch of weak hands after the whales dumped it. Like I said, I'm not saying it was Justin Tron or Sun. I'm saying that he was definitely pumping the coin, and whales were following him. On my previous video that I just made, someone in the comments had said, "I got an easy strategy. Just follow the whales. If you can't beat them, follow them." This is a perfect example of why you shouldn't follow whales, because when you follow whales, when they splash, they don't bring you with them. They take you. They basically take you out of the water. Your canoe flips over. Your kayak rolls over, and the only way for you to get back on your feet is to basically, you got to flip the thing back over from capsized and get back in the kayak and hope that you still got your paddle with you and hasn't floated away in the tides. But that's basically what happens when you play with whales. They're big. And they move, lots of water, and it can disrupt your environment. So that's FOMO, essentially. When I first bought into Tron, I bought in at 3 cents. I took profit on Tron at 28 cents, and then I rebought back in again at 20 cents, 21 cents. Now, Tron is down to 7 cents. I did not account for all of the whale action that was in. I thought this was the end of the whales right here, but then I saw that a new wave had come in, and I wasn't sure how many more whales were going to come in, but I was happy to take profit at 28 cents. And I actually was kind of rooting for Tron to keep going up so that I wouldn't have to buy back into Tron, period. But because I said I'd buy back in around 20 cents, I did follow through with that in my own strategy to get more purchasing power with Tron. So I did it. So now, as this has happened, I'm in the boat being caught up, at this 7-cent range, and because I've been in this kind of situation before, I'm holding. Although this is one of the most brutal sell-offs I've ever seen, in the sense that a lot of people got caught up in this right here, including myself. And I'm still not upside down because I bought in at 3 cents, but that was my initial purchase. But now I have to understand, now I have to think to myself, well, okay, I'm still up 2 times on Tron, but what I'm trying to understand here, for your guys' sake and my sake, is where's the bottom of this thing? So in order to understand where the bottom of this thing could be, I have to identify basically the resistance. We talked about this in a previous video that I made earlier, saying that 7 cents is the resistance point, the next resistance point. If it breaks 7 cents and it goes below 7 cents, the next resistance point is going to be 3 cents. And that's just what you can tell by looking at the chart. If Tron does not start to gain momentum and start going back up, Tron will more than likely edge closer to 3 cents, where it should find the strongest resistance that it's found in a long time. So the 3 cent range where I bought in at is where Tron should find the most resistance based on what the chart says. You can see how long that lasted. That was from December 17th till about December 31st. It was pinned right there at that range. If Tron breaks 3 cents, the next point of resistance will be below a penny. No, I'm sorry, will be around about a penny. And after that, it's below a penny, where it will definitely find resistance. But it will be probably the ultimate shakedown of a cryptocurrency that I've ever seen, if that happens. Now, if we're talking about Justin Sun, I'm keeping an eye on his attitude about all this. Not because I'm blaming him, but because I'm trying to see how he's handling this. You can see he's staying fairly optimistic in believing this thing can recover and rebound. He's talking about getting added to financial regulators in Japan. Several Japanese exchanges will list us once the application is approved by the government. So they're looking to get on Japanese exchanges, which should bring an injection of money. So I'm going to hold for that. He's also saying the roadmap for PWO app development on Tron next week. Now, the other question that we've got to address that just keeps coming up, or that just won't go away, is this one, and we're going to read it from the position of the author. Okay, this is on Steemit. Astaria, shout out to this person for making this. Tron, TRX, Justin Sun didn't cash out $1.2 billion worth of Tron. Don't be persuaded. So recently, unlikely claims that a wallet selling huge quantities of TRX belonging to Justin Sun have surfaced. This caused panic in the Tron community. The recently discovered Ethereum wallet has sold over 6 billion TRX coins to different exchanges in the past 20 days. These coins, which total 10% of the circulating supply, are worth 1.2 billion at the current TRX price of approximately 0.2 USD. Tron investors were worried that Justin may have been cashing out early, potentially indicating that the Tron project is a scam. This is not the case, though. As Justin has confirmed on Twitter, the account actually belongs to a Tron private investor market maker, basically a whale. The people that are still repeating these rumors are likely just trying to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and that's FUD, so that they can exploit inexperienced investors and load up on cheap Tron coins prior to upcoming partnership announcements. You may be asking, why do people think Justin Sun? There are 2 pieces of information that people are claiming relates him to the wallet in question. So this is a great article. He's going over this, explaining why it's not Justin Sun that sold off. Okay, but he's also showing you how to know that it was an investor. Justin has confirmed that the owner of the account had a large amount of TRX because they are a private Tron investor that assist in maintaining market liquidity. They were able to acquire a large amount of TRX during Tron's private offering period, where they invited large investors to purchase up to 15 billion of all Tron coins. Additionally, the investor did not purchase 6 billion TRX directly from Tron or have 6 billion TRX in their wallet at any one time. By examining the wallet, it can be seen that while the owner does sell TRX to exchanges, they are also consistently buying it. This makes sense, as constantly buying and selling TRX would make it always available on exchanges, therefore increasing liquidity. So he's talking about this. The Reddit account is not my account and also foundation account. It belongs to our private investor and market maker. We don't have an account in Gemini.com. The market maker uses an account to trade and increase the liquidation of TRX, not sell TRX. The wallet is linked to an account on CryptoKitties called Justin Pets. Justin Pets, the name of CryptoKitties associated with the wallet, was confirmed by Justin's son to be merely an unfortunate coincidence. The private investor just so happens to have the same name as Tron founder and used it when registering a CryptoKitties account. I think it's funny part is the market maker has the same first name with me and registered himself on the CryptoKitties. It's very unprofessional. When it comes to registration, I use my Chinese name, Yu Chen, rather than English name. So his real first name is Yu Chen, sounds like Justin. Okay. Finally, to see yourself that none of the Tron developers have cashed out, the wallet which holds their TRX is publicly viewable. This wallet contains 35% of all Tron TRX. The amount which Tron said they would set aside in their white paper. By looking at this wallet, you can see that none of the coins have been moved since they arrived. In fact, the Tron Foundation couldn't access these funds even if they want to cash out, as Justin's son has publicly stated that these coins are locked until 2020. So you can guarantee everyone working on Tron will be trying their best to improve the project in the meantime. So there you go. This is the link. So this is on Steemit. This is the link to the developer's wallet on ethscan.io. You can see it right here. All right. So that's on Steemit. Now, what is happening with Tron? Well, the weak hands that bought in are now just dumping too, okay? And the only thing that I'm going to do is hold, and I'm going to set it and forget it and wait for this thing to rise till I get happy with the price it's at. And I'm actually willing to wait until it even eclipses 30 cents again. And I'm giving that a year. I'll wait a year for this thing to eclipse 30 cents again. And if it does, great. I'll still have bought in at 3 cents. If someone bought in at 17 cents, I would recommend that you probably consider not taking a loss. But then again, it's up to you. It's your decision. So, but like I said on the charts, learning the charts is very important, okay? So if you're new here, you can subscribe to this channel. You can get notified by clicking the bell next to the subscribe button. You can also follow us on Instagram, AltCoin Buzz. It looks like we're getting close to 20,000. Are you going to be our 20,000? Yep, we're still not there. Who's going to be our 20,000 follower? Keep an eye on that. And then you have AltCoin Buzz IO on Twitter. We're staying up to date with everybody. You can turn on post notifications by clicking the bell. That'll notify you when we drop a notification. You have AltCoin Army Coin of the Week. It was Electronium, as you can see, based on this poll that came from a refined list of what this was, 865 comments. 6,200 people voted on this. So anyways, guys, we'll see you next time.